Good morning and welcome to day 37 on the Appalachian Trail. We had a good night last night, even though it was sleeting and raining and snowing, but we managed to get our tent set up before all that happened, which was great. Wound up eating our dinner inside the tent because there was really no place. I just kind of went under the vestibule of the tent and was able to eat there. This was the last of the cold mornings, according to the forecast, which delights me to no end. We weren't cold sleeping, but setting up the tent and breaking it down when it's 32 degrees, or 33, because nothing froze, meaning my water didn't freeze and my filter didn't freeze. Anyway, breaking a tent down when it's that cold is brutal on the hands. That's my biggest complaint. If anybody knows of a waterproof, warm glove that allows you to do fine motor activities, drop it in the comments, because all my gloves they're getting wet, and once they get wet, forget it. They don't work very well. Anyway, I have my tent on the external part of my pack because it's a little damp, and when I get to the shelter, at lunchtime. There's one shelter at lunch, and then there's the one that I'm heading towards, Clyde Smith Shelter, which is 15.3 miles. A little bit ambitious, but I have an earlier start this morning, so I should be able to get there. That's the goal. Anyway, when I get to the first shelter, since the sun is out and it's a beautiful day, I plan to take my tent out and just really give it a good drying in the sun, which takes 5 minutes because of the material of the tent. So that's good. And I just wanted to show you, well, first of all, I slept at about 4,600 feet at that beauty spot campground. It was just like a camp area that a lot of people camp. But right now I'm at 5,000 feet, and look at the difference. Well, I didn't show you what the forest was over there because my hands were too cold, but look at this. At 5,000 feet, we're hemlocks, we're pines, we're moss. There's moss everywhere. It's like an enchanted forest. It's absolutely beautiful. It's dark, but the sun is out and the rays are coming through the trees. And it looks like we are heading into some open areas. So I'll film that when we get to it. But the next 6 days are supposed to be beautiful and sunny, and that is wonderful. All right, I hope you're all having a great Saturday. I'm out of the Enchanted Forest and starting to descend a little bit, and you could see how much the foliage has changed. It's rhododendrons again, and there's a few pines here and there, white oaks. Yeah, I see a few pines, and the mountains in the back, and fair weather clouds. So nice to see you. How I've missed you. But anyway, it's an absolutely beautiful day. The temperature is definitely increasing. It's in the 40s now. It's supposed to get into the 60s. So no complaints from me. It's looking like a great day. I just love how the forest floor is turning green. It was all leaves, and now it's turning green, and spring is happening. There's little flowers, there's trillium all along, and green and spring is happening here in North Carolina or Tennessee, which is what I keep snaking back and forth. Beautiful. And just stopped at Cherry Gap Shelter. There was a bunch of hikers here just having lunch, and it's perfect because it's windy, but it's sunny. So I'm able to try out. That's my rain fly from my tent. That's my ground cover from my tent. And there's my tent. The tent is dry. So now I'm going to wrap all this up. Mike and I just had a little lunch, and we are going to carry on. We have 9 more miles to get to Clyde Smith Clyde Smith Shelter. And it's a beautiful day, so we're going to march on. Well, we made it to the shelter, and you can see it there. And we found a nice little spot right here, and we are going to set up our tent. It's a beautiful evening. We did 15.7 miles. It's one of my longest days. The first third was very challenging up Unaka Mountain. The middle third was rolly, and the last third was steep to get up here. But worth it. It's been a beautiful day, and I'm just very happy to be here. So I'm gonna change my clothes. We're gonna set up and make some dinner and go to bed. Hope you all had a great Saturday. Today is Saturday.